Hi, I'm Kelsey from roughandtumblefarmhouse.com, and today we are going to talk about heated chicken waters. So it is a gorgeous day here in Minnesota in February. It is in the high 20s and it feels like it's tropical because it has been so cold the last few weeks here. The highs have been, negative 17, colder with the wind chill. And so we've, of course, been fighting to keep all of our waters from being completely frozen. I thought it'd be a good time to talk about heated chicken waters and which ones we find have worked the best. We've been through a half dozen different types. I think we finally settled on one that seems like it's going to be pretty good for us. Let's dive right in. Now we decided to try this style of waterer, which try saying waterer 5 times fast. Oh, hold on, you gotta see what's happening on my back right now. Anyway, this type of waterer, because we really like the fact that it can fill from the top, it seems like it is really made in a very sturdy kind of fashion. It also has a wire handle, which we really like because plastic handles we'll talk about are a bit problematic. And this is the kind that you can then also hang it so you're not dealing with a bunch of litter getting kicked inside and the chickens drink from these little kind of nipples here. Now we found that our chickens did not use this waterer. We did some reading about it before we got it, and it said that you have to have it be the only source of water for your chickens in order for them to use it. And our chickens were stubborn, and rather than using this waterer, they would go outside and drink from the cow trough instead. So this water, honestly, it's pretty much still, it looks rough just because it's been sitting outside or out in our chicken coop, but it has been used very little because our chickens just simply refuse to use it. So basically, we can use it as like a heated water bucket at this point. I have heard of some people that have really good luck with this sort of chicken waterer, so it might be one worth trying, but I honestly can't tell you how long this is going to last if you're using it every single day for a whole winter, because we didn't, because our chickens wouldn't use it. So here it kind of sits useless. Another thing to know about this style of waterer is the University of Edinburgh did a study and they discovered that chickens will drink 30% less water with this style of waterer. And I guess it's a good thing in that you're not having to haul water as much, but the negative about that is that your chickens maybe aren't drinking as much just because it's more of a pain to get the water out. This is the next style of water that we have used, and this one I think we kind of like the best aside from what we're using now. Unfortunately, it's frozen solid because I'll tell you honestly, when you've got temperatures that are negative 23 actual air temperature, there's no chicken water heater I think that's going to be up to that task. But some things that are good about this one, some things that are bad about this one. The negative is the plastic handle. We've had the plastic handles on these break before. A positive about it is the fact that it's got a flat top so you can easily flip it upside down and fill it. Since the handles break, if you are going to get this style of chicken water, what I really recommend is filling it when it's flipped upside down. You put your top on and then carry it from the tray upside down to where you want to have it, and that'll reduce the chance that you are going to have this break apart and the whole thing fall and bust open and lose all the water that you've put in it, which here we have to haul water, so it's pretty infuriating when that happens. One thing you can't see very well on this style water, but I'll show you on one that's thawed, is it has little specific spots right here where it's going to clip into place, and then you twist it to lock it or unlock it. And if you have it in the lock position, water's not going to come out. If it's in the unlocked position, water will come out. Now, I have a hard time telling if it's locked or unlocked, and when it's unlocked, obviously there's a little hole there, but sometimes in a dim, dark chicken coop, it's hard to see, and there have been days where I thought I had it unlocked, and it was locked, and I came back out to get eggs around midday, and the chickens didn't have any water. So that's something that it's nice that it locks when you're hauling it, so water's not spilling out, but it can be a little bit of a pain to keep track of. Now, this is another style of heated water that's pretty similar to the one that I was just showing you. The main differences on this one are it has a metal handle, which is really nice. We love that. It's a lot sturdier. You're not worried it's going to break. Biggest negative of this sort of waterer is that it has a rounded top. So it does have these little feet here, which I think it's supposed to stay on. But when you're in your chicken coop or you're outside on the snow or something and you don't have a level surface, this thing is really wibbly wobbly. You got to kind of hold it in between your legs and then fill it. So it's a little bit of a pain. This one also has, as you can see here, the locking system. I got to clean this out. They made a mess of it here. So you can kind of see here that it's a little hard to tell whether or not it's in the unlocked position. Now, here's the crummy thing about chicken waterers. Up to this point, we have not had one that has lasted more than a winter. And these things will run you anywhere from $40 to $50 for a heated chicken waterer, which sucks if every year you're having to go through 1, 2, or even 3, depending on how many chickens you have, heated waterers. And then, you know, the less you have and the more birds you have, the more water you have to haul, so just a pain. So we have yet to find one that has lasted more than a whole season. So I will show you actually what we are using now. We've already kind of taken a look at it as our heater. And we haven't gone all the way through the winter with this one, but so far I think it's what we're going to like best for heating our chicken water. So this chicken water that I first showed you a little bit ago stopped working this year or last year. I honestly don't know. We just have like a graveyard of these waterers, because even if they do stop working in terms of a heated water, of course they can still hold water in the summer or warmer months. Or like we were doing, we went ahead and bought one of these heated bases. Now, you can get these in plastic or in metal, and both of them can heat either plastic or metal, but just check the box to see if it says anything different. And you can see it's got a pretty wide base, and if you touch it, you can feel that it's warm all the way to the edges. It does feel warmer in the center, which I think makes sense. We have not tried a water any bigger than this one, and on really cold days, there is a little bit of ice buildup, so I don't think you'll be able to use anything bigger than this. The reason why we chose this plastic one over the metal one is this brand gives you a 2-year warranty. So even if this thing does crap out sometime this winter or even partway into next winter, then basically I'll get my money back, because I'll either get a new one for free or I'll get a rebate or some sort of a bonus. So that way I'm not out the money from a waterer that only worked for 1 year. So those are the 4 different styles of heated chicken waterers that we have tried using on our farm. Again, haven't found one that lasts the whole season. If you have found the holy grail heated chicken waterer, please help me out and comment below. I would love to hear about it. Or if you have any other thing that helps your water stay thawed. Again, we are in Minnesota. Again, we are in Minnesota, so we get some pretty cold temperatures here. For the most part, somewhere below freezing is pretty average all season long. Below 0, that's when you get some kind of real cold snaps. And I think most chicken waterers are going to start to struggle a little bit there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped you make a decision about what sort of chicken waterer you want to get. You can always find a new video here every single week and 2 new posts over on the blog. Goodness, about farming, family, food, and fortitude here at our rough and tumble farmhouse.